or not. Hey, you know. But either way it goes, my name is Andre Resha, and you're watching The Life of a Fox. But today is today marks what is it? December 23rd, 2024. It's about like almost 7 in the morning, but it's like 6:45 right here on this. But yeah, I'm pretty much making this video because I'm just going to start broadcasting and vlogging my life, my day-to-day life. I guess keeping you guys up to date in the future, and I can see my progress from if I decide to come across my content later on or whatnot. I don't know, but yeah. So pretty much what I did today is this morning. Sun hasn't risen yet. Pretty dark outside still, but I applied to some jobs. So a few jobs that I applied to was Popeyes. Um, I applied to Popeyes, Subway. I just want to say those two for right now, Popeyes and Subway. But yeah, Popeyes and Subway. And I applied at two locations for Subway for one position, and I applied at one location for Popeyes for two positions. The two positions were assistant manager and a team member. And for the one at Subway was just a crew member. But I do have assistant manager experience, so that's pretty decent. A reason why I didn't, and or at the time, like think, let's just test out Popeyes, because Popeyes is one of those places where I was like, nah, because of my health. So I was like, nah. But at this point in time, I'm like, why not try it? You know, might as well try something. Something is better than nothing, you know. So that's what I'm doing, making something happen. You know, because I'm like, I gotta get up out of here. I'm staying with my mom's right now, you know, but this is not cutting it. This ain't gonna cut it, you know. I refuse to continue to live this way because I have things that I'd like to do. I have ways that I'd like to perform in life, and being amongst her in these conditions is just not gonna cut it. You know, my only reasoning for coming here was to mentally help her, and I guess to learn the environment and build relationships with certain family members and grow new people. But, you know, I've done a portion of that, but yeah, that wasn't the main reason. And my brother got murdered by the Minneapolis Police Department, SWAT to be exact, February 2nd, 2022. And then, hey, now I'm here. And a lot's changed from that time. I've learned a lot, gained a lot of knowledge about law and all types of stuff. Just took it to a whole nother level. Was already into it before, but mm, and I just don't appreciate the treatment. You know, being in these conditions. My mom, she would try to tell others like she made it to the point to where her son doesn't have to work, stuff like that. But then would be in here behind closed doors, do you know, acting and saying otherwise. Because it's like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you bragging about? But that's what is there to brag about? And that is like handicapping in a way. And it's like I'm not for it, so I'm doing whatever it takes. This YouTube, everything. I'm doing what it takes. The YouTube part of my life is about the digital money that I'll always be speaking about. It's just a portion of the digital money I speak about obtaining. I used to always talk about like I gotta get some digital money. 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 This is a form of my digital money. This is what would help with this. You know. And now, like I refuse to be treated and mistreated because of my financial status, and that's what it was always been ever since I started making money. I've been working since I was 16. I went to the car dealership the other day, and I was speaking with a dude. It was a Hispanic dude, but it was funny because we was getting real detailed, and I recorded the conversation, but because I'm learning, I'm going through learning processes, so you know he didn't want to go through with the things and all types of stuff. You know, he didn't want to go through with proceeding into running my credit and stuff like that because of what I was telling him. But I learned a lot that day. I learned a lot, and pretty much one of the things that I mentioned was I was like, I guess Omaha is a pretty prejudiced area or whatnot, right? And he's like, yeah. Nah. He said that's why we got it set up to the point to where it's like north and then south. And he says like when you go over south, he said you're like, why does it look like this? But what I learned from some videos was that even just my personal experience, but besides that, from the videos, they were like, I think it was since the 30s or the 50s. It's either the 30s or the 50s that it was like heavy, and that's like since it begun like really like having prejudice or segregated traction like that. Like the segregation was like heavily involved, like influenced within them zones of eras, we should say, those timelines. So I'm like, because I mentioned to him because I used to have locks. Um, my locks got cut in July 8th to be exact. My locks got cut. I cut my locks a car wash because the dude. Cause why am I telling this? Because the dude at the salesman was like, he basically tried to go into a no offense type of thing and was like, have you ever had a job? I'm like, yes, like I've been working since I was 16, bro. Like I've had jobs. So I don't have an issue with working because I view doing things as work, especially if you get paid for it. But besides that, I view doing things, as work. So I view like, when people be talking about, oh, we're gonna do this so we don't have to work anymore. Don't say you don't have to work anymore. Everything you do is requires work. If I want to go out there and go search for some stuff online, that's requiring work. If I gotta go down to if I want to go get some stuff locally, that's requiring work. You know, that's my point of view and my ideology of work. So that's how I look at it. So yeah, but I don't know, but that's pretty much what I'm getting ready to get into. I'm not gonna go into the details, I'll go into that into like another video or something, or if you guys want to know more about it, you can, ask in the comments. I'll let you know, and then I'll just piggyback from the comments or something, and then turn that into some more content, and then keep it going, day by day. But pretty much what I have to deal with here is, yes, there is discrimination. So I'll just hurry up and say, a car wash. They told me if you, if you, we'll hire you if you cut your hair right. Uh, Discrimination. You know, that's a form of discrimination, and it's a violation of the Crown Act. Unfortunately, guys, and I've been going through tons of damages ever since. Depression like crazy. Boy, mental been haywire, but I'm getting through and I'm making a way. And yeah, I got a free fresher, but very unfortunate because I didn't have to do that. But I chose to do it because I have a child, and I decided to say, moving on one of them, it's whatever it takes type thing. And to not have that after like, okay. So yeah. But yeah, that's what's happening right now. So I'm just testing some stuff out, but I'm pushing more like outwards away from this area because I noticed while living with her, you know, growing up in life, she like to tend after I got that after I won her ticket, she brought in a ticket one day from work, and it was for $3 million, and or had a key attached to it. And if you are the winner, you can come down and check out what key, what car does this key go to? It was something like that. I didn't go. My sister went, and yeah, that was that. Life changed ever since after that, you know, and yeah, all types of stuff. But pretty much, I want to say before that moment, I wanted to be real with you. She says that it was a lie. I don't know what to believe, you know, but she says it was a lie. It was just pretty much false advertisement to get them down there to look at the vehicles, stuff like that. Cool. Because I basically won the $3 million. But hey, who knows? But I had a little magic strategy on how I did that. It was a scratch off to be exact. But besides that, that was when I was like 14. I'm 27 now. But what I learned and noticed is she likes to move. She liked to move in areas that benefited her, but she tried to say it benefits us. And it did not benefit us because we were in areas where we had to get to places, and she's still being demanding of things, and we have to get money and this, and that. So if we're not doing it illegally, when we're attempting to do it legally, there's an issue. There's travel issues, and that's what I'm undergoing right now. There's the travel issues, they're out here in these zones where buses do not run frequently. Back then when I was growing up through the teens, if you missed a bus, you had to wait to the next hour. We didn't live in the inner, we moved from the inner city too deep, slightly deep, like on the outskirts of the city. Deep East is what some of us call it, the Deep East. Moved out deep east, You know, now over here I'm out west. This shit is not it. You know, this is when you got money. I've always thought to myself, you know, even when I lived on Broadway, like I stayed on B-Way, you know, 20s, 30s. I'm over there out there in them zones. Like